that the last couple areas of the game are a lot quicker than the first couple. Joke's on you, we're playing Street Fighter. We're going to go play Marvel vs. Capcom, just like our patron saint of streaming, Darkside Phil. That man. He gets mad at video games a lot. I've never seen him get more mad at a game than he does that one. Yeah, but you are an unreliable source. Welcome back to Ghost of a Tale, everybody. Excuse me. I hope everybody who has been watching has been enjoying Harmony of Dissonance. It's almost done. Isn't that weird? We did Dragon Quest 11 and it took 18 months, 6 months, 5 years. Some amount of time. And now it's just like, yeah, we started and stopped a game in the same month. Crazy. All right. That is a main quest. All these others are not. So we don't really have to do these. But I kind of want to do them. Because I want to... So especially with games I don't particularly love. And this may be backwards. I want to finish as much as I can. Like 100% it as much as I can. So there's no reason for me to ever go back to it. Unless I want to just play it for fun. Real quick, before I forget, I'm watching over here in the thing, and our frames are still all over the place. Next week, if we have problems, and I see the light turning yellow right now, if we continue to have problems, next week when I stream, I will stream on Twitch and Kick only, and we'll see if that solves the problem. And I have no real reason to believe that that will solve the problem. Other than when I hit the start streaming button, Twitch and Kick connect like boom, nothing within seconds. And YouTube takes a couple of minutes. So I'm thinking that's the problem. I don't know for sure. We'll try it and see. All right. So we need to finish these. We need that, do that. Still need to figure out the jailer thing. I don't remember what we were off to do. Excuse me. Still searching for your fungus apple, sir. Going in the woodlands that surround the far tower. Okay. So if by the end of the night it looks like we've got another huge amount of messed up, there's a key there. I should probably take that. I didn't see that last time. It's always a good idea to put the key to your front door hanging up right next to your front door. It looks like we're gonna have another frame problem, and I will upload the recording to YouTube if that is indeed the problem. So if you are watching the stream on YouTube and the stream looks like crap on YouTube, move over to Twitch, move over to Kick. It might be better if it's bad on all three. You just want to wait till tomorrow. I will have the I'll have it uploaded somewhere. Excuse me. Well, would you look at that? We got some shortcuts. So we need to go outside. For a Red Ranger with metal pants. Just like them Power Rangers. I saw a thing. I don't remember where I saw this thing, but I saw a thing. And it was how they did the costume changes in the Power Rangers TV shows. So, you know, they have the big fight scene, and then everybody would stand and do their pose before they switched back to, like, regular clothes. And what they would do is they'd have, like, some aides come in and take, like, a fighting stance next to the Power Ranger. So, like, their fists would touch, and then the aides would hold that position. The people in the costumes would leave, and then the street clothes actors would come in and assume the same pose, and they would do that by, you know, basically touching hands with the aides who were standing perfectly still. And then they would splice the two together with a little transition for some special effects. I thought, you know what? That is brilliant. It's cheap and it's brilliant. You don't have to reset cameras. You don't have to do nothing. Was having a conversation about this game earlier, and I decided that this game needed like 2 or 3 more people doing 2 or 3 more months just play testing, and it would have been great. Because a lot of the things that I've complained about when it comes to this game, I feel like are pretty basic quality of life kind of things. And if just a couple more people had maybe played it and said, hey, you know what, this might be better if we did this, or we did this. Excuse me, like the compass or the mini-map. You know, we've got all this money, but there's no reason to spend the money because the money only goes to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith is out of things to tell us, and we still have more money. So things like, we should be able to buy a map, mentioned. Silas can have maps, so we buy maps from each area from Silas. We have duplicates of some maps. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could buy a map, and then we wouldn't need to pick the map up. Or if we pick the map up first, he won't sell us the map because we already have one. You know, stuff like that. Maybe like a quick change, you know, like when, like we have the full set of armor, right, for this costume. So maybe like a button. You click the button and it just puts the armor on for you. You know, stuff that's not going to like drastically change the gameplay, but just would make it a little better. Like, I like the idea. I do like the graphics, though. Like, it does have that kind of weird where everything just looks kind of wet. You know, especially our armor. Like, this is supposed to be like the cheap, like there's holes in it. It shouldn't be that shiny. And the sound design is very good. Just, you know, just the mechanics of it. Just a little. Could be a little better. That's my thoughts. I don't love stealth games. Because, you know, I'm used to playing games where, like, you know, unremarkable people are able to do remarkable things by the sheer power of will alone, I guess. Where was I going? This is where that mini-map and compass would come in handy. There was something I wanted to look at, and I don't remember where it was. It kind of reminds me of some like puzzle games we played that weren't particularly good, like that Ether one. I have the antidote, and I found the armor. Here's your spyglass. Strange, isn't it? Are we square? You can trust me. Anyway, I have the antidote. What do you think? How do I look? To the west gate. Squad will be assembling. This to the sentry. Until you have a chance to slip away, stay close to the others. What am I looking for? Catch? I don't know how big so big is, sir. What does the inscription on the, I don't know, offering, prayer? I'm illiterate, I can't read. I'll take care of it, give you my word. Even you? I don't have it, not yet. Okay. Excuse me. I did have some of my off meds before I started, but they're just not doing the job. I think that guy would notice. There's a small shiny head in that basket. Strange. Actually, no. I think it'd be quicker this way. Oh yeah, we're red bar territory there. Yeah. I don't know, folks. It didn't do this at all Sunday when I was Minecrafting. Maybe we just need to start streaming at like 6 in the morning. Well, that won't work because I need to be to work at 8. So we'll have to start streaming at 5 in the morning. Better make it 4:30. I think we got this solved. I think we got it sorted out. Might actually get an audience for that. From ye olde Europe. Ooh, candles. No, let me up there. No, I don't need them anyway. Fire bad? Fire a little bad. Only burns after a minute. One of the achievements for this game, seeing those purple banners we've lit on fire reminded me, one of the achievements for this game is burning all the inflammable items. Objects. I think it said objects, but it was inflammable. So all you have to do is burn that which cannot burn. And then we're good. We get an achievement. There's a hole. Right there. See that? Light shining through the ground there. That shouldn't happen. Like I said, just, 6 more weeks. Play testing. 3 or 4 more people. Would have been great. I'm pretty sure what's-his-face said some of these mushrooms. Jesus Christ. That's so jarring. Can only be found at night. So... you get the far tower music. There it is. We have no stamina recovery when we're just standing still. It's like the light's coming up. The red mist thing could be better. All out this. We'll jump up the mountain in ways we're not supposed to. Well, I don't know. This is where we need to be. No, we need to be this way. Sorry. Looking at it the wrong way. Salute, sir. We get to Rendes vows with our squad, everybody. Rendes vows. Who opened the gate? That should have just been an alright, I guess, to get in there. Ooh, a bell. If we ring that, then we have to buy a round. Or call the elevator. One of the two, I guess. Very, very dusty elevator. Private Scout, sir. Just transferred here from Yuva. There's an ambush. So many waiting. Where are the others, sir? Taken? Who took them? What can you tell me about the jailer? Trying to save your strength. It's too late for me. Ice in my veins. So cold. I must go. Kith, Bowdle, and Scarf. I'll do all I can. Gallworms. Drawn to the catacombs of dwindling heights by the stench of decay, gallworms are ghastly creatures capable of decapitating a rat with a single venomous bite. It wouldn't matter that it's venomous then, would it? Despite their name, gallworms are in fact arthropods. Those brave souls willing to get close enough to correctly identify and name the creature evidently also lack the common sense required to survive the encounter. They're space pirates. Extremely resilient to most poisons, the armored gallworm is most effectively dealt with, using explosive brysants or incendiary pine cones, for the toxic vapors emanating from their burrows are highly volatile. Where the ghost? Tell the commander I died well. Dead now. You can't tell because I'm not dead yet, but I'm totally dead. So very dead. I couldn't be more dead. Yeah, they, wouldn't need to be venomous if they can just decapitate you in one bite, right? That's like getting the alcohol swab when they give you the lethal injection. Wouldn't want somebody to go to hell and be sick. Catacombs of ancient Legoland. Not heavy enough to trigger that mechanism. Well, let's drag the dead guy over. He's not totally dead. He can help a little bit. So here's my question. So we're a mouse, yeah? Are we mouse-sized or are we, like, people-sized? And I asked this question because that one spider we did find was, like, huge compared to us. So are we like a like a mouse, or are we like a 3.5 foot tall mouse? If we are a 3.5 foot tall mouse, these spiders are huge. Giganto spider. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if we're not, you know, there's still like giganto spiders. I did it! I'm wondering if it's worth taking this armor off, since we can't. There's a sword right there, just pick it up. If thrown, the volatile pine cone will explode on impact. Can be used to create a distraction, set fire to braziers, and other items. Pine cones are explosive, huh? I had no idea. Be much more careful at work. Pine cones all over the place out there. Is that where one of the... Yep. Yeah. Let's go the other way. I feel like if we had not had on the armor that we had on, we would be dead. There's something else that was good for poison. What was it? There we go. That won't drop our weapon resistance. That'll be all right. Still not enough to let us sprint, though. I want to scamper. Okay, that's scamper. But our resistance sucks. We'll go with that. That's good camera work there. Can't see a damn thing. That was the thing. need that for something? We needed that for something. Can I make that jump? I feel like I cannot make that jump. But I see no other way to attempt that jump, so. Splat. Ow. Didn't see that one. Well, at least we won't waste that honey. Because of the worm thingy. Doll worm, whatever it's called. Okay. Do we need to have the armor on? See, this is where that quick change thing would be handy. Because I could, like, outfit number 1 is hotkey this. Or, you know, like a little row right down here or something. Right on top. Put on this outfit, put on that outfit. And not have to change it 3 times. That's close. That was also close. Excuse me, dead guy. I need to save here, just in case something goes horribly wrong. What's that? What was that and why did it go away? That's a fish. That's a big fish. I'd like to be able to see. Like, if I could just zoom the camera back. That'd be great. But I can't, so I can't see what's in front of me. I thought I still had a stick equipped. Yeah, there's that mist problem again. We were standing right here. The pine cone was right there. It did not light up. I saw the pine cone on the floor before the mist lit it up. It's one of those things, you know. A little extra. And I get you don't want to be able to see things from like a million miles away. But like, why did that not light up until I was like basically standing on top of it? Okay, we came through this way, so we want to go this way. That? What is that? And why does it go away when I get close to it? What is that? Okay. I feel like there should be something in this little area here. The mist is not going to tell me. Oh, no. Do I need those? Why did that one guy have more than one? Maybe that's not who's in it. Do we want to be in the Great Hall right now? I don't know, let's go back. This is where we came in. Maybe we should have got more sticks before we came down here. To change our clothes again, I'm sure. back out here anyway. Okay. Go ranger. Do we want to go thief? Go thief. Need a candlestick for that candle. I would like a place to do a quick save. Thanks, game. It's a great shot. A great shot you had there. There we go. Okay, this is where we came out when we were first introduced to the Great Hall. Okay. Careful, little mouse, going down that ladder. You wouldn't want to fall. Any reason to be over here? Doesn't look like it. That looks like a spider. I'm supposed to be able to hit him with sticks. That's annoying. Who's making that noise? Why am I hearing that noise? Bottles. God damn it. Whoa, game. That was something. Yes. We went this way. Get our stamina back. That didn't set off the trap. It hit it. It didn't set it off. Maybe I can light him on fire. Look at that animation. Five bottles seems excessive. Like there's got to be a better way to deal with the spiders. The red mist says there's nothing here. Do we believe it? Did that anyway. All right. Go this way. Oh, that's the ghost. What should we play? Heaven in a Bottle. I do appreciate that the sheet music is very of its era. You know, the design. Another. I don't understand. Chord to invite a melody. You'd have me sing. In search of something precious. Gilded Warrior. Let's do that one. Way to ruin the moment, Mouse. Oh, do we really have to carry this all the way back? And we carry it all the way back. We've got to make a couple jumps. How are we going to do that? That is the best music in the game. Right there. Talking to the ghost. Well, there must be another way out. Maybe that center thing opened up now that we've talked to the ghost and we have the chest. Looks like it should be an elevator of some sort. there's something. Oh, there's something there. It's hanging by a chain. It might be a light, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me. Is there a switch on any of the walls? Seemed to be. It's just about break time, so let's hop on in here. A quick save, and we'll take a break. See you back here in a minute. You guys ready for more? Let's do some more. More sounds like a fine idea. Well, it sounds like an idea. Well, it sounds. You need to go this way. I thought once upon a time I read a thing about the spiders could be killed in traps, but there's no traps. And we need what's on this guy. So, I don't know. And I think we're missing something from one guard because we only have 2 things. And there should be a 3rd thing. And how am I going to get over there? And I don't remember seeing a 3rd dead guy. Man. What was that? Oh. Big deal. Was looking at the achievement list before I started, because I feel like that's a good kind of metric to figure out how far along you are into these games, right? And when we started, I think we were like 40% through. But one of them was get through the game without being caught. Now, I don't know if that means only by the guards or in general. But if it's in general, I don't know, man. Because those spiders, like that second one, how you're supposed to get around that guy? I guess you can distract them, but it doesn't seem to distract them for long enough to, you know, get anywhere and do anything. Look around here a little longer. Maybe there's something we missed. I don't appreciate how sometimes Tilo just gets stuck on things he should be able to walk over. Oh, we need a thing. I want to read the book. Nothing else in here. Just wanted to check. Let's go pick the chest back up. Walk it back over here. Just roll a dead spider onto it. So, as I was talking about earlier, so if we are a regular mouse size, that is a spider the size of a mouse. And if that mouse is small person size, you know, say the rats are, you know, 6 feet, near 6 feet tall, right? Just to pick a metric we can all see. If we are half the size of a rat, that's a 3 foot tall spider. Well, 3 foot long, you know, it stood on its hind legs or something. I'm just confused by the scaling. You know, how do the spiders get so big? Stupid guard outfit again. Oh, I can't any faster at carrying the chest in any other outfit, so I ain't even gonna bother to change. Oh! That's a bird. Really? Which means that bird is 9 feet tall. Well, we could pick that up, but we couldn't carry it over there to open the thing, so... I don't know. Not this way. Our stamina recovery is terrible. That other like, guard token badge thing should be around here somewhere, right? I don't know where else the other guy would have gone. I think we got one off of him. And one of them on the bridge didn't have anything, but the other one on the bridge did. I'm just very confused by the whole state of affairs here. Ah, yes, Raphael. Optimizing my setup for better retention. Let's go back up first. I think the bells should sound different. Well, Raphael, I'll deal with you in a little bit. Excuse me. We need to find some sticks and bottles and replenish our inventory. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, wait. Where is the room with the things in it? The elevator. It's over here. Oh, and while Raphael's message is still here in the chat, please nobody do that. That's a bad idea. He's just going to take your money. Not going to give you anything. He's just going to take your money. This is not where I want to be. Actually, this might be okay. Come on, you can get on the stool, but you can't get on the table. That Raphael, he's a scammer. It's just weird. Like I said, we're just, you know, just a little longer in the playtest stage. Some of these things could have been avoided. There's a key right there. The well key. Good place for it. Nearly as far away from the well as possible. The kitchen key, however, is not in the kitchen. Maybe the kitchen key is in the well. If I were gonna keep a key to my kitchen, that's where I'd keep it, in the well. Now, I'm positive. I would bet a year, my Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, that when I was in here previously, I did the red mist thing, and that key never once lit up. I would put money down on that. Big money, like Price is Right money. $25,000 pyramid money. You know, real money. Not like that Jeopardy money or that Wheel of Fortune money. Chuck Woolery Scrabble money. This is a great job. Nope, there's a dead guy. Is he exquisite? There's our third thing. That wasn't our third thing, though. That was a different third thing. Anything else down here? Just the ladder. Okay. See ya, not so exquisite dead guy. That's a They Might Be Giant song, if you didn't know. Should probably listen to it someday. You know me, I'm here to... Man, excuse me. Invigorate your musical education. I think invigorate's a good word for what I'm trying to do here. Been a little stagnant. A little They Might Be Giants do you good. Blah. Game. goes back to the kitchen. That's where we keep the sticks, right? That's the stick cupboard. You know, the game would let me hide in that treasure chest right in front of that guy. And wouldn't say a word about it. Ooh, what's this? Oh, we've been up here. I just didn't find the door, I guess. Yep. Alright. I fell down. I didn't mean to, I just did. All-American signature. You're no Raphael, sir. I didn't want to come back down here. Why didn't we open this door? Oh. We're gonna need that for something. I feel like the spiders were really overhyped. We only saw 2 of them. And we didn't even get poisoned when one of them bit us. Maybe just having it on hand? Maybe they actually don't? You know, maybe it was just a busy work thing. You can't go over there. There's spiders. Like the Ding Dang Dune. You guys know the Ding Dang Dune. Hopefully you do, anyway. Get where the whistle is. Why can I not find this shortcut room? I can find all the holes in the world geometry, but I can't find the room with the barrel elevator. Is it over here? I thought it was over here. Maybe it's over here. It's over here. I feel like it just empties out into the courtyard there. Or empties out, opens up. I also like that we can sneak around the sleeping guards in our clanky, noisy armor, and it doesn't bother them. But if I sneak around quietly and mouths closed, it disturbs their slumber. Yeah, there's a cannon in there. I don't remember. I don't remember. This is where that mini-map would be handy. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, why is that red then? Just missing the thief chest piece. That's all I'm missing. Our stamina drains really, really fast. I feel like we should be able to, like, ride that up. Oh, now he's here. I thought for sure he wasn't going to be back until... What? Well, don't shut the door on me. That doesn't show up red. Yes, it does. It's just inside it. Spider, sir! It was an ambush. Signal guard asked me to take his place. The jailer is murdered. Body's in the well. Just found out before you summoned me. There's his obel. He got a knife in his back. Should I continue my investigation, sir? Yes, sir. I'm rather sickly. Take this to the smithy. My investigation into the smuggling ring is ongoing. What do you know, sir, about the signal guard? Part of my inquiry, sir. I'm working on a way to uncover the bastard's identity, sir. I'll not rest till they're found, sir. Is there anything I can do for you, Commander? Say anything. Rascal's Whirligig. On occasion, sir. Don't. Well, that's friggin' great. Should be able to scamper. You just gotta get down there. Should only take about 8 or 9 minutes. So it's nighttime now, so he's not going to be there. Beg your pardon. Good thing nobody just like looks in the room and sees a mouse sleeping on the bed, right? I have orders for you from the commander. Armor. What are we going to do for 6 hours? I think he could tell us about the spider traps anyway. No, thank you. Can't change clothes with somebody, but he knows. He gave me the clothes. Wow. Look at us go. Oh boy. I One above us is the thieves. Okay. It feels like we're a tiny bit faster. A tiny bit. Still not as fast as I'd like to be. We still can't jump. We can climb sometimes, when it doesn't seem to make sense to. I have the treasure. It broke. I have no idea. That's it. It's the only chest there. Where's the belfry? Silas, are there bats in there? Silas, I saw a bird. How did we get up there? I don't wholly remember. Went back inside and up from there. Oh, right here. The frog has it. He was in the jail. You need to go talk to the frog. Not so long ago. Mouse came and claimed it. Older, a strong mouse. get far. Please show me. Hey, Neo. I'll see for his name. His name, I would give anything to remember Good Mouse. Don't know where to begin. Great Clyrons, collective name for a ring of massive ancient structures that stand in ruin at the southeastern shore of the lake. Most now lie submerged beneath the waters of the lake or beached upon the shore, wooden ribs half buried in silt like the bones of some extinct leviathan. Of three, there remains almost no trace save for the timber pilings they once stood upon. Though stripped of its copper skin by scavengers, the Clyron, high above the shores of Dune Lane Heights, is nevertheless among the most well-preserved. Clyrons derive their name from their unique horn-like design, but their true purpose is a mystery to the New Age, long since forgotten by all but the magpies. Somewhere among the trees stands an obelisk in memory of my love, spent centuries walking, searching Mars. It's a weapon in the War of the Green Flame. Jarlan and Nikto. True hero of rat folklore, Jarlan was general to Rodgar, the first rat king, during the final battle of the War of the Green Flame. The general did not survive the war. Contemporary accounts of the Battle of Periclave, describe Jarlan sacrificing his own life in order that the Green Flame be defeated. There are some who believe that had Jarlan lived, he may have stood a chance at challenging Rodgar for the crown. What is the Green Flame? The absence of thought and reason, an all-devouring force. Where did it come from? A divine power sent to test us? Who can say? Why is it that I can see you? My grandmother was known to talk to dead relatives. Something I carry. Something curious about my loot. I think we saw the Clyron last week, maybe? Yeah, right there. I think that's it. Oh. Let's go. No, turn out that light. You don't need it. And this is, I keep coming back to this, but this is where that mini-map and compass would be so useful. Because I know I need to be going north. Then I can just get outside and point myself north. And I could go. Oh, I just saw that American Signature was moderated. Sorry, American Signature. Wasn't my idea. Thank you, though. Neo, it's funny you mentioned that, because that's kind of all we've been talking about this stream. I think it needed another couple weeks. All right, it's not terrible, but I think it could have been better. Excuse me. The mechanics could have been a little better. Because the story's interesting enough. There's a lot of backstory, and I appreciate that. The music sometimes is really good. Sometimes it's not so good. We probably get that from the ghost. Yeah, I think mechanically the game is the biggest shortcomings of the game. This is back in the armory, which we also do not have a map for. This is what I've been looking for. Right there. I'm facing the wrong way. Need to go that way. Search the forest for the grave of Dune Lane's love. I wrote all those down, too, and then I've thrown them away since then. Well, I think one of the issues with games being in early access for a long time is it ends up in like development hell. You know, you get so focused on fixing this or that, you kind of overlook other stuff, right? Like this. I don't know what the deal with this is. That seems like something that could have been fixed. Why does it do that? Nobody knows. Letting me zoom the camera back, so when I'm in a hallway, I'm not seeing just the back of the mouse's head. That's something. You know, you got the regular camera. You know, just give me the option to zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, so sound design's good, graphics good, music mostly okay. Mechanics could be better. Need to go back out to the forest. Look at those obelisks again. We have this, and it still took 5 bottles to kill a spider. How did I get there so fast? Felt like we just came out of here and just like walked straight there. I also don't appreciate that to get the cursor to move on the map, I have to turn in that direction. was all excited about getting new armor. That's not all that better. It's like a Dark Souls buff. It increases your poison resistance by 2%. Let's go read these obelisks. You gonna come back, music? I don't think it's Joth. Spared the torment of the fire by his love's blade. Maybe. Thinking not that one. This one should be around here somewhere. There it is. I think it's height. That's my guess. Maybe I don't want to look at a map of my current location. Maybe I just want to look at a map game. Just let me look at the one button. Pull up the map. If you don't have the area, you don't have the map for this area yet. But let me look at the others. Nope, not this way. Up, but not up yet. We'll see if we can solve this puzzle, and if so, that'll be the end of the stream. And like I said, if we've dropped, it's only 7%, you know, but it's 33,000 frames, which is a lot. 60 frames a second, you know, you do the math. So yeah, if this is still looking like crap, I will take down the stream on YouTube and I will upload the recording. And that should hopefully fix that. Excuse me. And like I said, next week we might not stream on YouTube. I think that's causing the problem, so. Oh, that's right. She's supposed to be at the other place. And I don't know how to get there. Missing 1, 2, 4. of those. 6 of those. Still don't have all of that. Still don't have all of that. Just need the belt for that. Need the tunic for that. I think a lot of these are at the harbor, which I think we need to, and maybe that's how we get to the Clyron. Clyron. I've heard both. You know, it's one of those things. I've heard it as Claron Call. I've heard it as the Clyron Call. Clairol, but that's different. Not Maybelline. For sure. Neutrogena. Mane and tail. Anyway. Change of plans. Let's go back down to the elevator. We'll take it down twice. There should, I'm hoping, at the bottom, be a save point. We were falling so fast, the dust just shoots up into the air like that. Okay, we found the harbor. Good. Give me a box, give me a barrel, give me something. Let you know you're live. Anything to report? On the catacomb. Squad leader's dead. His good friend. I'm gonna miss him. Best get on. That's a crab. That's a golden nugget of gold. Oh no, it's got it's a thing from Hollow Knight growing out of its back. That weird crystal infection thing. Elevator gate key. Okay. Please tell me there was a reason for me to come down here. I don't see that there was a reason for me to come down here. All right. Have you been searching this whole time to find out how big the mouse is? Just so we know how big the spiders and the crabs are. I don't know if that's dedication or madness. Dedication or madness, I say. Thanks for joining me, everybody, for Ghost of a Tale again this week. Again, I apologize for all the frames droppings. Couldn't connect to chat. Okay. Weird. I'll do some looking, and if Restream is going to be causing problems, then I'm going to stop giving them money. That's how that's going to work. I'm getting so much out of it. You know, we get this fancy text chat box thing that I can get for free. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. We'll be back next week with more. Hoping we'll finish in the next week or two. If you are a patron over on the Patreon, there's your names if you've forgotten. Think about a game you'd like to go into the poll for the next game. Get a hold of me on Discord or wherever and let me know. Thanks to everybody on YouTube and Twitch and Kick who have followed, subscribed, liked, whatever. Sunday morning Minecraft still a thing. There's still a little bit of Harmony of Dissonance coming out on the YouTube channel. Yeah, so that's all I got for you. Thanks for joining me, folks. We'll see you next time.